Yeah, so it depends on individual scientists' classification, whether it is 5 basic organ system or 11 organ system or even 78 organ system. Lately, I saw someone also talk about we have 110 organ system. So it really doesn't matter lah. I think it's important to realize that handphone has become part and parcel of our life. Okay, so that is also a big problem here. You know why? Because in this talk, we will also demonstrate that mobile phone itself, PDA itself, also, no doubt it gives us convenience, like able us to communicate easily with any parties across the world, right? But it also introduced many health challenges. Right? Like for example, I believe that you also noticed that many of the youngsters, they prefer to charge their phone, their PDA, just beside their bed. So this is a major cause of health issues, like for example, over long term of radiation exposure, your sleep quality will be badly affected as well. So there's a rise of insomnia. And on top of that, remember our last talk about insomnia, the pineal gland, in this process, you are conditioning your pineal gland, okay, to adapt, which is against their natural form of operations. So that also create a lot of many other problems, like in time to come, okay, we will have chronic fatigue syndrome, stress, immense stress, and also things like the fibromyalgia, which we are going to talk about next week, okay, together with the chronic fatigue syndrome as well, okay. So these are the things is going to happen if we continue our current lifestyle of putting our mobile phone, mobile devices, computers, all in the same proximity when we rest. That is a very serious concern here. Yeah. So like for example, I share with you, right? Okay, let's look at this symbol. Many of us were scared of this simple kind of radiation, right? Correct enough. Huh? Okay, many of us worry, oh, see this sign, oh, I better shine away. But we are every day, we are looking out for this sign. Correct enough? You see? Yeah, your favorite sign. See whether, oh, this place, whether we have signal or not. 4G lah, 5G lah, whatnot. Correct enough? Okay. And then we also, when we visit a mall or your friend's shop, they will take a look, hey, you got Wi-Fi or not? So these are the two what we call radiation under stealth that we welcome very naturally, and we are actually want it rather than trying to shield away, from this form of radiations. In fact, the 5G is going to create us more problems. The reason is because 5G has shorter span distance, so we have a lot more repeaters. So what are repeaters? Let's take a look. You see, this has decorated our skyline, right? Kind of. When you travel, especially when you travel down to those business centers, like Shenton Way, okay, right? Now you can see there's a lot of this type of repeaters, antenna base station all over the place, right? On top of those buildings. Why is it important? Because the mobile signals, with all these buildings, all these mobile signals are actually very weak. Okay, so you need more of these base station to repeat. That means to make the signal stronger, from your mobile phone, so that you can send back to Singtel, base station, so that you can route to any part in Singapore or across the world. Okay, then you can see, look at this, right? Very common sign, right? Kind of, very common sign, right? All these are actually microwave. These are all microwave. Yeah, so it's a health hazard. In fact, we came across a couple of persons whose office is directly under this type of antennas, one whole group of them. So she always got giddiness, headache, you know, since the time where they installed this sort of repeater space stations upstairs without her knowing lah. So because it's very significant, because now we can do the scan, you know, and she's a middle-aged woman who only use mobile phone for communicating with the children and the husband. That's about it. You know, she doesn't watch Korean drama, you know, all those stuff. Yeah. So and the radiation absorptions, when we do the scan on her, was extremely high. You know, so later on she discovered that with this, anyway, when she resigned, left the office, she's cured. You know, yeah.
So just checking with you, when you talk about radiation, so now we have Wi-Fi. So is Wi-Fi more damaging, or if we use data, or both equally harmful?
Okay, you see, when you mention data, are you talking about from mobile phone? You
Yeah,
know,
mobile phone, like 4G, 5G, yeah.
4G, 5G, or the Wi-Fi signal we use at home,
Correct.
comparing, right? They are all as bad. Okay, so like for example, when I visit one of my customers, because the family seems to have a lot of rashes, you know, Okay, and when I check on them, they actually has no allergy, but their radiation absorption is quite strong, and they are decent Christian family, you know, who, you know, these families are from those what orthodox kind of tradition. So they don't use a lot of modern devices. Correct enough. So when I visit them, you know what I found? Their Wi-Fi router is in their bedroom. Yeah, because the husband is worried that the signal is bad, and then the communication will be affected, you know.
So what you're saying is, if we have to put a router at home, put
yeah.
it in a place where we least stay lah.
Yes,
Correct?
yes. Like for example, I give a suggestion. Like for example, if your home are using optic fiber, for instance, correct enough. Okay, so optic fiber, what you need to do is you move it to a corner, okay, with the antenna projecting outward. Okay, correct enough. Okay, at the far corner projecting outward. Okay, so that the home parameters, they can have a good signal reception. Okay, but it doesn't affect your bedroom. Important. Make sure that the signal don't face your bedroom directly. If
So
it face your bedroom directly, then your sleep may be affected.
understand. So does it make a difference if we close the door? Do actual doors and walls sort of like you know, diminish or reduce the signals?
Actually, you can see most of household doors are hollow in nature, made of plywood, are not solid wood, you know, are not solid wood. So the amount of effect is not so much. If you say that if you use solid wood, yes, it has certain level of immunity loss, you know, signal loss, okay, but not so much if you are using a hollow door, you know, hollow, because most of the door you can see a pop, is hollow in nature, you see, okay, now, so it's not so much, yeah. And then you can see there's also a Wi-Fi 6. Okay, Wi-Fi 6. And under this Wi-Fi 6, there is a mode. If you go to the router, under Wi-Fi 6, they have a mode called wall penetration. Okay, so why is that so? Because like for example, our previous versions of the Wi-Fi they use at home, right? Sometimes you realize that when you go inside toilet, right, the signal very weak. Right now, do you realize that? Okay, but then once you upgrade to Wi-Fi 6, right, and you go to your router, you enable wall penetration mode, wow, the signal become very good. You know, when you're inside the toilet, the furthest corner of your home, right, it can have very good reception. Why? Because the energy is a lot stronger. You know, it's a lot stronger. So So take note, I mean, when you enable this wall penetration mode for the Wi-Fi 6, okay, and you start to have some giddiness, you know, for sensitive people, so you turn it off. Just turn it off. You just turn it off. Then of course, another argument is that what happened when we go to the toilet, you know, and their signal is weak? How are we going to repeat that? So people also install repeater. Well, once you install repeater, then of course the whole problem will start again. The whole problem will start again. No, yeah. Like, for example, I share with you this chart. Okay, this is a EEG scan. You can see the redness over here. That means that when you use your phone beside your ear, right? Okay, over the span of 5-10 minutes, you can see the radiation being absorbed by your brain, and you can see the blood flow and the temperature rises. You know, so yesterday I met one of our old client. He complaining that he has half of the head is in severe headache. You know why? Because now he's doing a lot of sales job now. So a lot of mobile phone contact. I say, oh, is there any increase in using of the mobile phone? Yeah, he say yes. Yeah. So one way to avoid this is try to use hands-free. Try to use hands-free. Now keep it further away from your head. Now that's one way to work around. They're going to work around. Of course, you know, there are a lot of researchers saying that no. You use mobile devices, it won't cause things like cancer, brain tumor, all these, right? Yeah. So there's a lot of research, okay, from 2007 to 2015. We are talking about the major publication paper. That means these are all prominent world-renowned scientists, right? Only 8 say that no effect, but 39 say a lot of severe effect. A lot of severe effect. Okay, so this can give you an idea lah. Give an idea. Okay. So wait a moment. Okay. Yeah. So another thing you can take a look. Okay, the health hazard number 1, the sleep disorder. I think just now we have discussed already, right? Because of our brain activity, the pineal gland, which I discussed in our last talk. For those people who has not attended the last talk, please let me know. I can forward you the link to our this Zoom recording. Okay, to a pineal gland. Though this pineal gland, when it's affected by the radiation, it causes calcification. You know, so it lowers its sensitivity to our solar, which is our sun. So our melatonin and serotonin regulation will be disturbed. You know, yeah. Another thing is you can take note. Okay, is okay. Increase in traffic. I think our government has done a good job in this area, right? When you are driving, okay, you're not supposed to use the mobile devices, right? Because it increases the accident rate by 3 to 4 times. And I think it's good in a way, it protect both your family, the drivers, and also the road users. Yeah. And the next one will be heart problem. Okay, one of the problems when you use a lot of mobile devices, okay, it can cause heart problem. Why? Because our blood cells are being deformed. Okay, so once our blood cells is being deformed, it added burden to our heart when you do the blood circulation. So take note of that. Okay, yeah, okay. Then eventually, most of us actually become slaves to our phone. It's a nice picture, right? Yeah. Okay. So another is infections. Why? Okay, especially the COVID-19. Take note of that. Okay, when we take our mobile devices, someone call, or we WhatsApping, or we playing a game. Okay, then we need to go toilet. We go, correct now. But the phone also keep you company, you know. Correct now. Okay. Then when you move your bowel, okay, then those bacteria also stick on your phone, you know. Correct now. Okay, and your phone and the spectacles are always the last item that we sterilize. So without knowing that, okay, we are actually creating more hazardous environment health concern for ourselves as well. Okay, so please take note of that. Yeah. And in fact, we have done some work on checking, how often you clean your phone. You know, how many people clean their phone, you know? At most 30 the time, just rub or rub on the shirt. That's about it, you know. Yeah. Okay. And then hearing impairment. You see, do you all notice that there's a lot of youngsters, especially youngsters, they like to use the insertion kind of earphone, Bluetooth, Bluetooth 5. They like to use insertion. This is actually bad, very bad for our hearing. Very bad for our hearing. Okay, and especially because they are using the 2.4 gigahertz. 2.4 gigahertz with close range, because you need to have a receiver and also an amplifier for doing transmitting everything all right into your ear, which is very, very close to your brain as well. So it's not going to be too healthy, okay, for many of us. Then how about eye problem? You know, the blue light, all those concern, our eyesight, right? So another thing will be a skin problem. You see, our phone has spray paint, right? And because we want it to be very shining, very nice, right? Correct now. So these requires certain metal like nickel, chromium, cobalt. Some of us are sensitive to this metal, so it can cause some allergies, right? Heavy metal allergies, okay? Heavy metal allergies. So yeah, any of you got question? Yeah. So last but not least will be our last topic: stress. You know why? Because you put your phone when you sleep, anytime. Like for example, anybody can WhatsApp you, Facebook. There are so many. You join so many groups across the world. Then anything, any new activities or any new articles published, you will hear the sound. You know, so it's going to affect our sleep. Right? When we affect our sleep, then also those people who are standby for 24 hours work as well, you know, anytime the phone can ring, messages for you to handle. So all these also add up to our stress as well, you know. So for today, we share with you, you know, the scan that we can do for you is that you can see the electromagnetic radiation, the pollutant over here. You can see these persons uses immense amount of mobile devices. So from there, we can understand what is your lifestyle and what's your habit of using mobile phone, pads, all these, right? And then from there, we work around, you know, how to improve. How to improve. Of course, we have the technology to do that. And you can see from here, it actually took us 9 months to help these gentlemen. You can see the sperm mobility, okay, and the number of sperm itself. Right, over 9 months, we able to bring it up, to normal green here. You can see that. So we are doing a lot of work that help couples to improve the rate of their fertility. You know, that is very important. Okay. Of course, we also came across a number of cases whereby, you know, after IVF a few times, the result not so interesting. Okay. So we also work on that as well. Okay, so allergies, we can see the heavy metal allergies, like just now we share with you the nickel, chromium, all those heavy metal, and of course, water drinking is extremely important. Please drink a lot of water. Okay, when you the more mobile devices you use, the more time you spend with at home with a lot an office with a lot of computer systems. Try to drink more water. Keep yourself hydrated. With good water is extremely important. Okay, we can check on that on the improvement as well. Because when your radiations to bring down, you need to drink really a lot of water. Okay, why? Because the amount of water keeping yourself hydrated with good water is that this blood usually get itself more thinner. You know, your pH, your blood pH, okay, will be normalized, and your bone marrow and your endocrine system and your immune system is able to regulate and change your blood cells properly, right? Okay, and for those people who are affected from the sleep, okay, our tablet pillow is actually very good it helps us, okay, to regulate our melatonin, our serotonin from our pineal gland secretion, right? So the amount of toxics accumulated. So this scan is actually complimentary for all our guests and visitors. So please let us know, and then we can arrange for your visit for the scan, right? Yeah. So our next talk, okay, which is coming on the next coming Saturday on the 11th December. Okay, this is a very important talk in the sense that because of our stressful society, especially with the COVID-19 situation where, you know, many of us actually very badly affected, right? This added on to more, especially women, right? Fall into this category, chronic fatigue syndrome. What is this chronic fatigue syndrome? Is that you will feel more than 6 months of unknown tiredness, very fatigued, and the sleep quality also very bad. And at the same time, you can feel, or for no reason, is always under a lot of stress. You know, you feel yourself, the lifestyle they used to have has dramatically changed, right? The worst thing you can do to yourself, I just give you a preview, is to do more exercise. That is the worst thing you can do to yourself, right? So next week, join us for this talk, right? So you can take a look at this scan, right? The comprehensive scan that we are offering to you. Okay, you can see they're all together at least 36 organ systems. All right. Okay, so within a minute, and then after the scan at real time, we will go through with you. Right, spend another 10 to 15 minutes. It depends on your health challenges and the questions you have. Right, so it will take another 10 to 15 minutes after the scan, and then for us to go through with you. Okay, so
how old can a person do the scan?
Okay, the person's goal has to be above 10 years old, right? Has to be above 10 years old. The reason is because the database, all right, do not contain children under 10 years old. So long as you're above 10 years old, very likely you'll be able to do it. Yeah. So for those youngsters at 14, 13 years old, no problem at all. No problem at all. Yeah. Then until to the age of our oldest client is 98 years old. So no problem. The accuracy still maintained at above 95%. Still maintain at 95%. But of course, this database, we also have to work along. The more clients of certain age group we have, and there's more health challenges, certain age group and certain characteristic we have. This because it's an artificial intelligence system as well. So the more database we have in our system, then the accuracy will be even higher. So our accuracy now is way beyond, much higher than 95% now. Yeah. So because everyone is different, so we provide customized, semi-customized, full customized solutions for you. So please call us at 91380990, make an appointment with us, and then we will go through with you what are some of the health challenges you have.
Understand.
Yeah. So any of you got any questions for me? All right.
So what
sorry.
Go ahead.
Okay, sorry. Yeah. Ming Lo, just to check with you, how much is the cost for this customized scan? Yeah.
Oh, for you it's complimentary, ma.
Okay.
Yeah, for you it's complimentary. For you it's complimentary. But you try to spend at least half an hour with me, because you see, we have to speak because you see everybody is busy, right? So I always say quote people 10-15 minutes, right? So if you can, you try to allocate about 20-30 minutes with me, then we can go through more things, Anyway, you got 36 organ system scan. Each one is total about 380 parameters. So it's quite lengthy, and very detailed, correct or not? So,
Yes.
so of course, when you meet me, right, we have to understand how much time you have, then from there we work along. Yeah.
Great. Thank you so much. I'll be contacting you. Thanks.
Welcome.
Hello.
Hope to hear from you soon.
Yes, thank you.
Welcome.
So
Yeah.
what if I think, Ming Loh, what if I think I'm quite healthy? Should I still go for the scan?
Well, definitely sure. I mean, you see, if the scan every come out all green, right, then you are very blessed, You get me? You're very blessed. So so far, it's not that we don't have anyone who are fully all green in the first scan. It's only one Australian woman, because she stay in a freshwater stream surrounding her, in the middle of I think it's the island, she built her own house, she plant, she rear her own stocks, everything on own. Yeah. So so far she's the only one. So far.
Okay.
The
So,
only
so
one.
what you're saying is regardless of for example, the organs, because earlier you were saying regardless of the organs that may need a bit more support, your scan will be able to identify which are my weaker organs,
Yes.
and give the support, is it?
Yes, definitely. I think on last Thursday, I have one case whereby she had lupus, okay, and the lupus conditions was actually deteriorated badly in recent couple of years after the parents passed away. So she went for kidney biopsy, which is her decision now. It's a decision. So kidney got left and right. So she said that her family insists that she go. And I say okay now. So important to check with your surgeon which kidney the biopsy is going to be conducted, left or right kidney. So based on our result, we suggest that likely the left kidney may be more problematic. So true enough. So they operated on her left kidney for biopsy. So let's see the result next week. Yeah, on her condition, because from what we see is that the nephrons are dying very rapidly. So of course we have the experience on regenerating the nephron, correct enough. But after so much peer pressure from the family, then she had to work on her own decision. Yeah. So our scan results is actually very promising. In fact, we can do a lot of preventive detection, right? Preventive detection, which at the moment conventional medicine is still quite lag behind. So contact us, have a experience. No, there's no commitment saying that when you see me, you must do this, do that. No. I explain to you, right? You think that you feel that we can help you, then we proceed to the next step. If not, then you're free to go. It's no commitment. It's okay, no problem. 90% of my job is education. So yeah, so
Thank you
this
so
is what I
much.
do. Yes.
Thank you so much, Coming. Yeah.
Yeah, please contact me at 91380990 if you've got any questions. So I hope to see you all soon. Right? Okay. Any questions for me? Yeah. If you're not convenient to chat with us now, no problem. Just send me a message. I'll try to respond to you as soon as possible. Right? Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. See you soon. See you guys soon. Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye, Coming.
Bye.